Hello and welcome to the F-14 indicator panel overview. This video will be broken down into three sections: the introduction/build process, panel specifications, and then finally additional information. You'll find the timestamps below. Let's go ahead and get started. My brother and I have had this idea of creating a USB flight panel for a while now. I settled on the F-14 as it's my favorite aircraft. Then all I had to decide was what kind of panel I was going to make. I wanted something economical instead of making a replica panel, and that led me to designing a panel around the stall, AOA, and RWR indicators. The design process took me a few months in which I tried various designs, each presenting its own problems. Once I got the panel the way I wanted it, light dispersion was then the biggest hurdle to jump. I knew I wanted to stick to a panel powered by an Arduino Nano, so the number of LED diodes I could use was limited. Knowing this, I had to make each LED diode count. Because red LEDs are dimmer than green and orange, I opted to run 3 LEDs behind the stall indicator while running 2 LEDs behind each RWR indicator. The AOA indicators were then left with 1 LED apiece, which worked nicely. After building the first panel in a very crude way, I then decided I was in need of a PCB that could eliminate untidy wires. The problem was, I didn't know how to make a PCB. After spending a few hours doing some research, I took to Easy EDA and designed my own PCB and had the files sent off. A few weeks later, I was greeted with a stack of my very own PCBs. This had to be one of the most rewarding experiences throughout the whole project. It sure did put a smile on my face when I saw them. From there, I messed with the distance between the LEDs and the acrylic cutouts to maximize light dispersion. I got an optimal distance, and while not perfect, it does look nice, especially in low light conditions. Finally, we had a finished panel. Once the panel was finished, I used DCS BIOS and the Arduino IDE to program the indicators. Testing in DCS went off without a hitch. Pretty exciting stuff.
Mud on our nose, 12 o'clock. Here we go. Sam, we've been hit! We took some heavy damage. Target, 13 miles. That's a MiG-29. Target, 5 miles. Flash!
I hope you guys enjoyed the display. Let's move on to panel specifications. The panel is 164mm by 140mm by 57mm. It will connect to your rig via a USB Type-A port. The indicator panel itself is made out of PLA plastic and the indicators are made out of acrylic. Finally, we have come to additional information. We will be selling these over on our Discord linked in the description below. The panel will be available within a week or two after this video is released. Also, make sure to join the Discord as I'm guessing we will run a giveaway closer to time. As far as purchasing, there will be two options, a finished panel and an unfinished panel. The unfinished panel will be like the one featured in this video. The panel will be straight off the 3D printer with no additional work done, while the finished panel will be sanded and painted for an increased cost. When the panels go up for sale, there will be pictures displaying both the unfinished panel and the finished panel so you can see the differences and decide on one. As this is my first big project designing a panel from start to finish, I would love to hear some of your thoughts, concerns, and criticism in the comments section below. Let me know what you are thinking and help me to improve future designs. Thank you for watching. If you are still interested in the panel, stay tuned for an installation video coming in the future.